The All-Ireland Hurling Final of 1966. A game steeped in the tradition of hurling. For in it, Cork were back after 10 years. Their opponents, Kilkenny. Kilkenny seeking their 16th All-Ireland title, Cork seeking their 20th. These sides had met in the past on 11 occasions and had always served up a fast, exciting game. As ever, the miners provided a fine curtain raiser. The miners of Cork and the miners of Wexford. And Wexford, favoured by a strong breeze, had set up a half-time lead of 4 goals and 6 points to 2 goals and 3. And then, in the second half, Cork took over. But they had to withstand a very strong challenge of the Wexford men in the very closing stages of the game. And when the final whistle sounded, these two sides were level at 6 goals and 7 points each after a really great game. Certainly, the future of hurling is bright if the seniors can emulate the hurling of the miners. The game was to be covered by television from all over the world, and many dignitaries of church and state were in the Hogan stand nuair a tháinig Uachtarán na hÉireann agus Uachtarán Cumann Luath Clas Gael ar an Ardán. President De Valera, escorted by Alf Murray, the president of the Gaelic Athletic Association, onto the Hogan stand. And so the big parade, the Artane Boys Band, and the lads from Cork in their vivid red and the black and amber of Kilkenny. These two sides, through the years, have served up the tops of hurling and have written many pages in the history of the great game. Small wonder that people had come from north, south, east, west, and from America too to see this clash of champions. Most Reverend Dr. Morris, Archbishop of Cashel and Emly, introduced to referee Jimmy Hatton, and everything set for the start of the big game. And in the first half, the strong breeze favoured the Kilkenny men, but Cork were first to go into attack. The impression of most experts, well, that Kilkenny would prove too strong for this young Cork team. Men like Charlie McCarthy and Shawnee Barry, but Shawnee Barry and Charlie McCarthy settled down very early. But then back came Kilkenny to open the scoring. One of the stars of the game was Cork's Paddy Barry in the goal. His long pucks out certainly gave Cork every chance. There were some hectic tussles in front of the goal, but Paddy Barry, more often than not, was on the spot to clear. Jim Tracy for Kilkenny being tackled by Charlie McCarthy, one of the young stars of the Cork team. Kilkenny undoubtedly settled down much the better in the early stages, and with men like Sean Buckley there to pick off points, they were out in front very early on. And then, too, there was the sharpshooting Eddie Kerr. A free to Cork, Shawnee Barry to take it, dead straight in front of the goal. It's low. Ollie Walsh has blocked it down, but back in it comes again, and the ball is in the net, and Colm Sheehan, the scorer for Cork. Yes, Kilkenny were playing with the breeze, but did they go far enough ahead in that first half? Their followers were certainly worried halfway through that first 30 minutes. Kilkenny were not picking off the scores that many people expected that they would. Paddy Moran trying to work his way through for Kilkenny, but is fouled. And a high dropping ball right into the goal mouth. A terrific tussle in front of the goal, but Paddy Barry is there again. A great shot there, a goal, but no, the whistle is gone, and there is no score. Hard luck indeed for Kilkenny, because that one seemed to have Paddy Barry beaten, but not this shot that he clears out to the centre of the field once again. And at half-time, Kilkenny lead by a mere 2 points. Now it's the turn of Cork to play with the breeze, and Justin McCarthy sets them into the attack early on, but without any great early success. Ollie Walsh in the Kilkenny goal comes under pressure, but sound as ever, he clears once again. But even Ollie has to give best when the forwards keep pouring in on top of him, and there's the goal that really put Cork on the highway of success. Yes, Cork were back in Croke Park in earnest now. Their tails were up, as they say, and the young lads from the rebel county were really worrying the Kilkenny men now. Stalemate in the centre of the field. Paddy Moran trying to break it away, can't get it away. John O'Halloran for Cork. And once again the Cork men attack. And as the hour goes on, Cork take over, but Kilkenny continue to press. And there's a point that narrows the gap. Joe Dunphy working his way through and tries another shot, but back comes the play very quickly again towards the Kilkenny end. Play veering from one end of the field to the other now as the tension mounts. Cork are in front, but Kilkenny are battling back. Ted Carroll working the ball up the field. Up comes Eddie Kerr with a shot. No, it's a pass to Joe Dunphy, and that ball just won't come up to him. If he could have got it up a little bit earlier, well, who knows what would have happened. 10 years out of an All-Ireland is a long time for Cork, and certainly they relish their return to the big time. As Ollie Walsh polices a ball over the end line and wide. Kilkenny continuing to press, but a very strong defence with Dennis Murphy very prominent, clearing the ball out for Cork. Added to by John O'Halloran, right in towards the goal. And once again, the ball is in the net, and surely Cork must now be champions. Three 5 to 10 points. 14 points to 10. The Munster champions in the lead. Pat Henderson with a relieving clearance for Kilkenny. And soon the ball is at the other end of the field and in the net. The game still wide open in the opinion of many, but Cork definitely the top team as they begin once again to pick off the points from out the field. There can be no question that there have been All-Ireland finals that have provided finer hurling. But excitement, I ask you. Cork are All-Ireland champions for 1966, and their followers are highly delighted. Jerry O'Sullivan, surely one of the most popular of heroes in this great victory for Cork. And seldom, if ever, has such excitement been seen in front of the Hogan stand as the presentation is made of the Liam McCarthy Cup to Jerry McCarthy, the captain of the Cork team. And so Cork, after 10 years in the wilderness, have won their 20th All-Ireland hurling senior title.